Get the men off this landing pad and beyond the city gates. Let's move!
Alright boys, today we are doing a Clone Wars recreated battle on Commander Thorn's final stand. We have multitudes of 65th Coruscant Guard troopers here defending the platform, including E-Web turrets. We have heavy MGs. We've also got ourselves one singular mortar in the background over here. And then, of course, there's Commander Thorn with his Z6 rotary cannon ready to tear up some droids. The droids, on the other hand, have, of course, super battle droids, standard B1 battle droids, and commando droids coming from inside of the building over here, as well as the flanks of both sides of the platform, so they will be able to shoot over the sides at the clones from angles. This is going to be a seriously deadly battle. I hope you guys enjoy. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what other missions or scenes you'd like to see from the Clone Wars recreated in Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Alrighty then gamers, let's go ahead and press start right here, and the Battle Droid Army begins their assault on Commander Thorn's final defense, and immediately wrist rockets wipe out nearly the entire first section of the defensive perimeter. 65th Coruscant Guardsmen lay dead nearly everywhere. Droids start charging the platform here, trying to get early advantages against the clone trooper defenders. The backlines here are fighting away. The heavy MG in the middle is already down. We got a medic here spraying with his DC-15C, trying to stop these droids from getting too far forward. Grenades are going out. I'm not sure if they're clone grenades or droid grenades at this point. They could be either. It is pure and utter chaos on the battlefield. Clone over here with the T-21 trying to get some shots off. More clones over this way getting suppressed, but also starting to fire across the way at those droids on the flanks over there that are able to fire through the sides. E-Web turrets back here also concentrating on those droids, so those droids will not be left alone during this battle, which is probably a good thing. The clones are taking... Whoa there. Whoa. Okay, part of the platform has launched into the air. That can't be good. Is that gonna land on top of the clone defenses? I guess we will find out as it descends back onto the planet here. What the heck? I've never seen that occur before in the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. Very, very interesting. It is now blocking the right flank from getting shots off. But that's probably more helpful for the clones than it is for the droids, though it is going to sink into the abyss below and not do anything further, I believe. I'm surprised this medic is still alive. My man is still going strong. Absolute Giga Chad behavior. More explosions rocking the droid lines here. My goodness, this super is probably dead and just a carcass right now because it is turned around like that. Otherwise, he'd be facing the front. Another super exploding over this way. The bodies of the droids litter the platforms over here massively, but we still got crazy amounts of fire from the droids at an angle over this way, which is devastating the clone troopers on this side of the platform over here. Lots dead already, many more getting suppressed by just the sheer number of incoming laser shots hitting them. E-Web turrets are going to be extremely helpful here because they can never get suppressed. They sometimes do have to reload, like right now, but beyond that, they are one of the best weapons you can have in a defense like this. They can go incredibly hard. Another piece of the platform flying through the air there. What is going on? The literal defensive positions of the clones are blowing up themselves. We have never had a destructible Star Wars Galaxy at War mod map quite like this, apparently. My goodness. These guys are like stuck in this harsh little corner here where at an angle they have to defend, and that guy goes down. That's a big loss for them. But simultaneously, these guys are shooting them from the other side. And with that other fellow dead right there, they're probably going to go down at some point. There goes one of them right there, shot in the chest, and is down for the count. T-21 soldier over here, firing across at an angle at the droids on the other side. He also just gets shot to bits and ends up dropping to the ground. Whoo-wee! My goodness, the droids are ravaging the clone trooper lines here. But Commander Thorn still has his center defense very, very tightly set up back here. There's plenty of crates in the way of the droids, so they're going to have to do a full push to attack Commander Thorn back this way and actually come through the platform area and not shoot from afar. More grenades go. That might be a clone grenade. Yeah, that's a clone grenade. Droids run away. Huge grenade right there. They can't get away. Just a number of droids ended up kind of blocking the grenade explosion, so only a few actually died there. Could have been better, but hey, I like the gusto. This clone's got another grenade, another thermal detonator in his hand. He could pop off again against those droids right there. Tons of fire coming out this way. Whoo-wee! Oh, he ends up getting exploded himself right there, so he is no longer going to be fighting on this here battlefield. No siree. This guy is like perfectly solidified in here where he can't really get shot from any angles, so he's going to be very important for this defense going forward here. I think he'll be able to do big things from that singular position right there, and he's got backup from behind, so that's very helpful. The mortar striking some crates out here, getting a couple kills from the splash damage, but it could be more accurate if it manages to zero in on the droids a little bit more. I think that thing could be a game changer. E-Web turret on the far right side over here getting killed. That's no good for the clones. Let's go ahead and bump it up to full speed here and find out the full wrath of the battle droid army that is putting the squeeze on Commander Thorn's troopers right now. But not to worry. He's still got plenty of 65th Coruscant Guardsmen here. Will we be seeing an alternate ending to Commander Thorn's last stand where he doesn't get shot up by the battle droid army and manages to survive and kill them off? We'll see. We'll see. Maybe, just maybe, he has the potential to get the W here. The border popping off yet again, getting more droid kills on the platform here. Very, very big for them. I think most of the easy kill clone troopers are dead at this point, and now it's the boys who are very solidly and snugly tucked away within these different defensive positions that they can't really hit from the side, and they have to do a full frontal assault against, although many of them are getting suppressed right now, so I don't know how many droids are actually dying on the battlefield against these clones, with so many of the clones sitting undercover right now. Oh, this is some brutality right now. We've still got more super battle droids. I think these guys are alive. Yeah, they very much so are, firing wrist rockets out against the clone trooper army back there. We've also got a number of commando droids that are still alive as well. Commandos are slightly better for the droid army than standard B1s in the Galaxy at War mod. It's not like the clone commandos where they are like significantly better than your standard clone trooper. The droid commandos are just slightly better, so having them on the battlefield is definitely nice for them, but it's not going to do all that much at the end of the day, probably. You might also recognize this map as the Rishi Moon Outpost, and you would be completely correct. This is the Rishi Moon Outpost map, but it also happens to work perfectly as Commander Thorn's Last Stand map too, so that's why we ended up refitting it out here for that. The clones seem to be stalling the droids out, preventing them from crossing any farther out. Droids taking a backward stance here and just spraying fire at the clone troopers from a distance, trying to knock them out instead of having to do a full charge, weakening them before they do end up inevitably having to do that full charge. So it's a good strategy by the droids, but I don't think it's working for them right now. They're pouring a ton of fire in here, they're missing a ton of their shots, and they're not really killing a lot of these clone troopers. I'd say the clones are probably killing equal number of of droids as the droids are killing clones at the moment. So kind of big ups for the clone trooper army at right now. It's not too bad. Yeah, there's not even that many droids left alive, to be honest. I mean, there is a number. Are there any more inside this base? No. There was a bunch starting out in there. I guess they all ended up assaulting and have since perished or are still in some constant combat here. Yellow are dead clone troopers, red are dead droids. As you can see, the clones are doing some serious work here, stopping the droid advance. I think they might actually have this in the bag. If they do, we will definitely redo this battle again for fun without the mortar to see how the clones end up doing, because I think the mortar is extremely helpful for the clone defense. Yeah, it's got over 100 kills right now, which is pretty impressive. The droids did start out with 500 battle droids and super battle droids and commando droids, so, you know, obviously it's gotten a huge portion of the clone kills, but it's not really taking away from what the clones have done themselves as well, because the clone infantry has gotten a significant number of kills too. So very impressive stuff through and through. A number of clones do end up getting destroyed right there, so that does cause the map to go silent at the moment. Droids begin to push forward. This could be a very bad moment in time for the clones, because the droids took out the last of the clones that were really sniping away at them. If the droids just get up here and kind of grenade these guys, those are some easy kills. We do get a respark in the assault here as clones open up against the droids. We've got a number of clones down here firing away from a distance. This guy's got a Westar. He must have borrowed it from an ARC trooper, I guess, at some point, and is now spraying down some droids across the way there. These clones also very cheeky, tiny angle right here that they're able to fire out from. Pretty decent right there. And this guy is still getting some shots out as well. Let's check out some of the kills for the clones. This trooper here has none. This trooper's got none. This trooper's got none. Oh my god. Okay, these guys all are terrible. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. Oh, sorry. This guy's got 3. Nice! There you go! This trooper's got 1. This trooper's got 1. This trooper's got none. I think a lot of the clones that were getting kills are dead now. This trooper's 1. This trooper's got 1 tank kill. That means it's a super. Those guys probably have none. Thorn's got none because he hasn't really been in the battle yet. Yeah, none. I think most of the clones that were getting kills are dead. Truth be told. I think that's what's going on here. And these remaining guys will have their time. You know, they'll have their moment as the droids begin to assault more and more here. Yeah, they're getting through. More clones now getting more kills here as they finally get activated on the battlefield here and get their chance to spray down some battle droids. But these droids, their assault has definitely weakened at this point in time. They're not pushing as vigorously as previously. And it's a bit of a weak showing. Nice mortar shot right there from the clone trooper army. I think Commander Thorn's kind of got this in the bag. I think he will end up getting the dubski here, especially with that mortar assistance. Yeah, we'll definitely rerun this back without the mortar just to see what happens. Maybe the clones do have that defensive prowess behind them, or maybe the mortar made the difference in this battle. Either way, let's time-lapse this for a little bit. If anything interesting happens, we'll stop the time-lapse. Alright, after a little bit of time there, finally the droids begin to pick up their assault. It was kind of quiet for a little bit, and they're starting to push yet again, and the clones kind of stopping them. The mortar's missing a lot of its shots, not really hitting a lot of these droids. I kind of wish that the Galaxy of War mod mortars had a limit to their amount of ammunition, because they basically have unlimited ammo that they can utilize on the battlefield. It'd be great if, you know, they only had 30 shots or something like that. That way it runs out of ammo and then it becomes useless, essentially. I think that would be a much better way to do mortars in this, because with them being unlimited ammo, they're just brutal. They just go and go and go, and it is absolutely devastating. There's really not that many droids left alive. I think the clones definitely have this in the bag at this point. It's just a matter of time before all the droids end up going down, so let's do another time lapse here. Alright, well, Commander Thorn has pretty much won this thing. There's just a few droids left, and the supers don't seem to be doing anything. Let's just charge the last few droids in, because the supers can't seem to move, and then we'll get rid of the mortar here. A bunch of clones did end up piling on some kills. This guy's got 11 kills, now 12. This guy's got 5. This guy's got 1 and a super kill. This guy's got 2 kills. Thorn ended up with nothing. These guys have 1. The mortar does have 200 kills, so it killed, 40% of the droids. So let's get rid of it and see how the clones do. Alrighty then. Here we go. Let's get rid of the mortar. Bye-bye. And everything else is the exact same. Let's see how the clone troopers end up doing this time around against the onslaught of droids. Yet again, tons of incoming wrist rockets striking the clone troopers down. They're killing a few of the super battle droids early on, a whole lot of the droids going down as well. The clones do have rocket troopers, of course, so they won't be without their explosives, and hopefully they can do some grenading as well. Obviously, I think the droids are going to make more progress this time without the mortar, but we'll see if it makes all the difference in the world to have the mortar for the clones, and if the clones just can't keep up with the droids without it. It's entirely possible. The big heavy MG goes down yet again. I think that crew member is just overexposed, and so he's not able to survive for very long. More wrist rockets coming in, taking out E-Web turrets. But I do see some more supers exploding in the background, which is a big deal. They really need to kill those guys. Tons of dead droids on the battlefield as well, so the clones are doing their job. Ah, we fell in the pit. That's fine. Yeah, the clones are doing their job. They're getting kills, all that good stuff, but it might not be at a very nice rate. They might need to increase their rate a little bit. Big grenade right there for the droids. Let's see if we can't bump it up a speed here. Yes, sir. Lag's not too bad. Yeah, we're grooving. We're moving and grooving. These clones might be infinitely suppressed from now on. I see one of them has a grenade. If he could just get that off. Nope, he dies before he's able to. The rest get hit by splash damage from a wrist rocket, and they are down for the count as well now. Rip potato chip to my boys. They're gone. The heroic medic is, of course, back to the living again. Last time around, he did a great job. I think he's going to get crushed by a large number of droids here. He's just infinitely suppressed right now. Hey, that must have been a clone rocket right there striking the droids, which is good to see. Yep, already the droids making it farther than before. The mortar, clearly last time around, managed to do quite a bit. But at the very least, I mean, the clones are still getting droid kills. They're doing a nice job. It's just not as nice of a job as previously, but we still have many clone troopers left alive, many capable of killing battle droids on this here battlefield. The medic goes for a grenade, ends up getting wiped out as well. I'd love to see some good grenades go off here. That would definitely be very, very advantageous for the clone troopers here. Just get some grenades out, boys. Get some grenades out. Lots more droids dying on this right flank here, but the droids continue to flood this little death tunnel area with soldiers, which allows them to push further and further forward. Clones further back here, trying their best. They got an E-Web turret, which is a big deal again, but it goes down right there. Rocket Trooper right here, off to the side, could pivot and do some firing, but I think he's trying to stay in cover right now. Doesn't want to move, and he ends up getting got as well. Plenty more clones back here, also suppressed though, which is not helping their cause in the slightest. Stop with this suppression nonsense. Get up and fight, boys. Yeah, the clones losing so many more soldiers, so much more quickly this time around. We still got one E-Web turret back here. I think that's the last E-Web turret alive. We got a grenade going off. I mean, that's good to see, but it's only against one droid right there who tries to dodge it and gets blasted. Oh, the grenade just boofed one of the platforms into the air. You can see the shadow. It's too high up for us to see right now, but that's going to come plummeting back down to the planet. Where's that landing? Oh, okay. All right. Well, it might hit their shuttle. No, it did not. Okay. Well, some crazy things happening on this here battlefield, that's for sure. The droids continue to pile on forward. Got a medic back here trying his hardest to get some shots off. Let's see if we can go full speed ahead now. I think these clones are in prime grenading position once the droids really push into this section this way. They could get some seriously good grenades off. How did that guy miss every single one of those shots? What was that? You freaking kidding me? That's terrible. My God. The droids are still locked up, though. That's the good thing here. Let's check how many kills each side has gotten. Yellow are dead clones, red are dead droids. Droids have taken monumental losses on the battlefield still. Of course, this time, though, once again, they're pushing farther forward with a stronger force, so they're actually kind of managing to get forward a little bit here. It's just kind of a back and forth firing at the moment. Why don't we time-lapse this for a little bit? Alright, the droids have started their farther and farther pushes. We got some grenades going off over here, tossing the clones aside for just a moment, but they get back into their position there. They've driven off the droids for the most part, getting kills in these different pocket areas here, but the droids haven't really launched forward their crazy numbers just yet. I think once they do that, the clones are going to start feeling a little bit more overwhelmed and start having more problems. There's a bit of a push right there. Grenades going off. Oh, that's not good. Okay, yeah, that ruined that little defensive position right there. That's going to allow the droids to come much, much farther forward. We need these clones all up and firing as much as humanly possible. Okay, a little bit of grenade right there. That's not a bad one. There's a few droids caught up in that. Nice, nice. Little droid papa action. Okay, and these clones here are doing excellent work, I will say. 2 kills, 8 kills. 1 kill, Thorn's chilling. This guy's got no kills, no kills. Yeah, most of the clones that got kills are already dead, sadly, so there's that. Not a ton of clones left, maybe like 10 or so in the back here. They're still fighting away, though. If we look at the minimap, yellow are dead clones, red are dead droids. I think the mortar did end up making all the difference in the world to make this thing happen, but I can't wait to start seeing Thorn's rotary cannon firing up and actually getting some kills. How did the droids get a grenade that far back? Some droids got a crazy arm on him right there because that was kind of nuts. These clones off to the side here getting some good kills. Alright, a decent grenade. That'll kill that guy at the very least. Nice. Hey, we'll take any kills we can get right now. This pocket is what we want to watch. We've got 2 DC-19 troopers here. They could do some good killing. That guy gets a grenade off. We like to see that. That could do some damage. Very nice. At least a kill. Hey, we'll take any kill we could get. This guy's using up his entire arsenal of grenades. No! Okay. That guy might still be alive. If he gets back up, we'll know, obviously. Yes, he is still alive. Good. Okay, rip to the other brother who died there, though. Alright. This might be his last grenade that he's yucking out there, and it was not well thrown at all. That was god-awful. Holy cow. Okay, yep, the droids start feeding on through here. There's Thorn lighting up, and Thorn dies almost immediately. Incredible. And there goes the last clone trooper right there. So, yeah, just the for fun portion of the battle. This is the realistic battle where Thorn actually does end up dying. I'm sad he didn't go down with much of a bang there. That was kind of pathetic. And the previous battle was our fantasy version where Thorn lives because he has a mortar. Yes, sir. But still, lots of droids did end up dying during this battle, so it did end up being pretty crazy. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.